Hello, here again. Yesterday I read a poem out by a guy called John Gibb. And as I read it, I was thinking, who is John Gibb? I was reading his work and I needed to explore a little bit about who this man was. And I found out that he's been a writer in Otago, down in the south of New Zealand, in Dunedin. He's been a journalist and worked extensively for the Otago Daily Times, but also published several books. And just reading his poem, and I sort of read through it again this morning, and I found that I was really more engaged with it. I have an understanding of a little bit of a knowledge of who he was. So John Gibb, a Dunedin poet, several books he's got written, and I'm going to explore him a little bit more, explore his work, because he sounds like a very thoughtful and considered human being in the world today that's a little bit dodgy and insincere. It's nice to be able to immerse ourselves in people that are sincere. And anyway, on the yesterday's thing, I was looking at, exploring the concept of mika as a binding for my tiki. I was talking with someone the other day, and I was saying that the sort of philosophy, the thought, the te Māori behind the tauranga behind the binding and the tiki is that the mika represents Papatuanuku, the earth, and the bird bone is expressive of Ranganui, who's the god of the sky, I suppose. Not the god, but the being of the sky. But anyway, so I don't do this. I haven't done this very often. I'm just trying to learn how to do it. So what I'll do is I'll turn around. So this is what I ended up with. This is what I ended up with after my efforts yesterday with the arakiki. Bone. It's a four blade and a 4 braid plate binding. It's quite strong. It's not pretty strong. I'm going to work on it. So I'm going to put it in my belt. So I'll keep going.